How y'all doing, Georgia fans? I'm your host, Jacob Hardie, and this is Beyond the Hedges, powered by TPO. I'm with our guest,
Micah Bell, UGA running back.
and I'd like to thank the Rushmore B for hosting us today. Micah, so you started playing football at Notre Dame as
Correct.
a DB,
Yeah.
transferred to Vanderbilt to play wide receiver, and then decided to come to Georgia to play running back.
Yeah.
What went into those decisions?
So out of high school, I played mostly running back, a little bit of defense. I was playing safety, corner, but like most of my film was at like running back. It was pretty explosive. Had like 1,100 yards my junior year,
Oh, shit.
1,300 my senior year. So I was always more of a running back that kind of played defense. But when I was getting recruited, some schools liked me as a DB, and other schools liked me as a running back. But Notre Dame liked me as a not as a running back, as a DB. Mm-hmm. So because they liked my speed, I kind of fit that mold of a like slot corner. Kind of had that build.
And Marcus Freeman gonna develop some DBs.
Exactly. Not even Marcus Freeman. It's more Mike Mickens.
Okay,
So
that's the DB coach over there.
that's the DB coach. Pretty good guys. Been developing a lot of people. BMO,
Cam Hart.
Hart.
I played with Cam in high school.
Yeah, I had Cam Hart was my roommate actually.
Really?
Yeah, fall camp in the
That
hotel.
makes so much sense that y'all were roommates.
But anyway, yeah, so he recruited me to come play DB. I go there, come play DB, slot corner mostly. Didn't go how I wanted it to.
Right.
I hop in the portal. My top two were Vanderbilt and Duke. Then I chose Vanderbilt because it was still a good school.
I don't want to cut you off. For y'all that don't know, Micah's a genius. So clearly there's a reason Vanderbilt and Duke were his top two. Micah's like a super genius.
And I still wanted to like have that like academic
Right.
pedigree, so I was like, all right, let me choose Vandy. It's kind of close to Athens, like 4 hours away. So I was like, all right, I'm a little bit closer to Dillon, so why not? I like what they said they were gonna do with me, but they said they wanted me to be the receiver, and I've never been a receiver before. But I was like, I could develop, and I was wrong. I didn't have enough time. I felt like to develop into like SEC level wide receiver. It was just too much stuff that I had to learn that I didn't really have enough time to
Didn't
do.
feel natural, right?
It didn't really feel natural. Like I would win sometimes, but like it didn't look like I was a receiver. Like you could tell that like I was better at other things.
That you're trying to learn the position.
Yeah, you could tell. So, I mean, and then like I'm on the scout team for them, and then I keep telling them, bro, put me at running back. And then one day, I low-key crashed out a little bit on one of the GAs. I'm like, stop having me at wide receiver, put me at running back. And then he finally did, and then I'm torching him.
Really?
Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, stop playing with me. Just keep me out here. Just keep me here for the rest of the season. And they did. And then we had a little scrimmage, and then I had scored on like an end around type play, like jet suit type play.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, bro, like this is
This is
what
the
I
norm.
do.
This is what I do.
This is what I do. You
Yeah.
feel me? Yeah. So I was like, keep me at that. And then we get to the end of year meetings. They telling me how good I'm doing. I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm talking to my boy JD, another wide receiver. Like we about to move in with each other. Everything's looking good. Get to the meeting. First thing he said, he was like, "Yo, Micah, I know you've been doing good, but we just don't see you. We just don't have a plan for you to be on the team." And at first I thought he was trolling because I was like, you guys are telling me all of this stuff, telling me how good I was doing, and now you don't want me to be on the team. But, I was kind of just like, all right, if that's how you guys feel, I'll have to end up leaving. So I didn't really want to leave. I was kind of,
and
like
that's the
forced
dark
out.
side that like the ESPNs and the media don't show about the portals. That sometimes like kids get pushed out of these schools. Everybody thinks kids are just bouncing around because it's I got to check here or I can go get some playing time here. But sometimes like these coaches are forcing you out.
Basically,
and we've seen that happen across the country.
Yeah, they got that 105 rule now, so it was kind of like. But here's the thing, like I was on scholarship, so like
You're not even worried about that.
Yeah, I could have stayed. They can't just make me leave.
Right.
But they can, you know how they do. They take away your reps, they put you in.
Start making you want to leave.
Doing something to make you want to leave. So it's kind of just like, I was talking to my mom, do I stay here and go through that, or do I just leave? Because I feel like even if I were to stay and keep doing good, they weren't going to put me in anyway.
I feel you. So then you decided to come to Georgia. Clearly there were some family ties. For fans that don't know, this is the true blood brother of wide receiver Dylan Bell.
Yeah, D. Bell.
Been a star for us since his freshman year, scoring in the SEC championship. Played basically his whole freshman year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's been a guy for us for many years. How much did Dylan have to do with you coming here? Like, how much was he pushing you, in your ear, like, hey, fam, come on to Athens?
Honestly, it was more me asking him, can I come here? Because at first, I was like, I had the papers from Texas State to go to Texas State and go back to playing corner again. I was doing some work in the summer playing corner, and I was just like, going back to like that slot role again.
Right.
I was just like, man, I already tried this. Like I was okay at it, but like,
you were running back.
I know like what could get me to the league faster was running back.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? So I was just kind of like, do I keep doing this or do I do what I'm naturally good at? And
right.
I was just like, well, let me do that. And then I had asked the Texas State coaches, could I play running back? And then they were like, running back? And then he just never texted me back after that. Yeah, I was like, dang. So he never texted me back after I said running back. So I just had the scholarship papers just sitting in my email. And I was just like, I said a prayer and I was like, D Bell, you think you can get me there? And he was kind of like, I don't know, Micah, the running back room's loaded. I don't know like what your role would be, but I was just like, see what you can do. And what was weird was that like it was during the time like Kirby had lost his dad. So like I was low key like waiting. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Kind of like in the portal that time is like
you don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's gonna happen. Like what if he says no, then what do I do?
Yeah, you could.
Like I could have been stuck going nowhere, but I was praying about it, so and it worked out.
It worked out. That's good to hear, man.
And then that's kind of how I got here. I was just like sleeping on Dylan's couch in his like game room for like a week, wondering if I'm gonna be here or not. So
wow,
that's kind of how it went.
That's crazy. See, I didn't even know that.
Nashville. Yeah,
that's crazy. So then your first home game being this week.
Yeah.
We played Marshall. It was a good win. I saw you got some reps in on special teams. You got to play. How was that environment like? What was it like, being with your brother? Because, I mean, y'all haven't played together since, high school?
Yeah.
So y'all haven't played together since high school, and then you got to come into the wild environment of a Georgia home game. What was that like?
Man, so, like, I was actually at the Tennessee game last year, but, like, being a fan versus, like,
that's way different.
Way different. Way different. You walk out, I'm like, I ain't never seen this many people before in my life. Because, like, at Notre Dame, it was like 70,000, 80,000. Vanderbilt's like 25 or something like that. But here it's 90.
Sorry.
Here it's like 93. So it's like so different. I was like, bro, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I always have like moments in practice where I'm like, man, I'm really like at Georgia. Like that's crazy to me. Like so much history there. So I was just thankful. But yeah, back to what you were saying. Yeah, I was just like, man, this is crazy. Like 93,000. Coming from the warm up, you just see it like it. More and more people.
More electric. People start filling up.
Like, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie. It was lit. And then going in the game, like, I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Like, cause I was at a jammer. Mm-hmm. So just going in there, and then when it happens, all those nerves go away.
As soon as the ball snaps.
Like, this football, bro. Like, relax. So I was in there, did my thing, and now I'm looking forward to Austin Peay.
That's good. That's good. It's funny you say that because for me, for people that don't know, I'm done playing. I decided to step away to focus on my career, getting into sports media, things like this. So me and Jack Wright, we have sideline passes for every home game, hopefully away games if they work with us. Shout out UGA, work with us. But for every home game, we'll be there. If you guys haven't seen, we'll be doing, sideline reporting, analysis, quick quarter-by-quarter updates on scores and stuff like that. But kind of seeing it through a different lens and going in from, like, the media standpoint. Like, I'm not in pads. I'm in a suit and tie. But it's just crazy seeing that environment because, you still see the fans and it's like, wow, like these people, because Athens is dead out of nowhere. And then when it's game day, you see like the whole city comes out and it's nuts. What was it like, being with Dylan? Like, have you and Dylan talked about that? Like, man, we really get to play together again and all that type of stuff? Or is it just kind of like business is business?
Nah, we did. We talked about it a little bit. Like, cause like I was living with him for like 2 months. So like, we were just kind of like, man, like, we wanted to repeat what we did in high school, go win that natty, which is because we won the championship back in Houston with each other.
Right.
So we was just like, we kind of want to repeat history. And, he was just kind of pushing me. If I had a bad day at practice, we immediately out on the field trying to rework what I did wrong. Because I remember I had I don't know if you're still here for it, but it was during our practices right before fall camp. Mm-hmm. Man, one of those days I was lost. And like usually I'm not lost because usually like I know my stuff, things like that. Yeah. But like I think I had dropped the pass and then the practice from there just went downhill. Then I was questioning, like, should I even play running back anymore? I'm out there doing DB drills again. Like, but, you know, we kind of just kept working, catching passes, doing routes. So, like, having him there was, like, it's, like, huge. Because, like, if I need someone, if I need to ask someone something, like, he's right there. And, like, he knows what's up. Yeah, so, like, you can't really get that nowhere else.
It's funny you say that because with you and Dylan, there are so many similarities I picked up on. Like, when you guys first came, clearly y'all look alike. I mean, y'all are brothers. Like, y'all's mama, y'all clearly got y'all's look from your mom. Yeah. Like, all y'all look alike. But another thing is y'all are brothers. Y'all are top-notch athletes. Y'all are ridiculously hard workers. Like, for the people that know me, like, I take my lift seriously. Everybody will tell you, like, I go nuts in the weight room. The only two people I will say, like, I, like, truly have looked at in the weight room and been like, damn, like, these dudes are getting at it. Add in Zach Branch. He's nuts, too.
Oh, yeah.
But Micah and Dylan, like, I was like, what in the hell? Like, Dylan, one time I tried to keep up with him during the workouts, lifts, sprints, everything, and it was like, he wasn't competing with me, but like, I could see him like looking out the side of his eye like, this dude's trying to pick up with me. And like he like left me in the dust. And I was like, it's nuts. Yeah, y'all train ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of just in our genes. And like, I'm a little bit smaller than him, but like, shoot, I still try to go as crazy as I can, especially in the weight room. Like, especially, you know, because we got those times and stuff. Like, we be going at it. I'm trying to get that 2.0, 2.5, you know, stuff like that. So it's fun in there.
In what ways would fans be surprised to know you and Dylan are different?
I think I'm just like a lot more low key, a lot more quiet. I don't have as much like. I'm not as flashy. You know, he got the D-Bell chain, all the chains.
Yeah, D-Bell like his shine a little bit.
D-Bell like his clothes.
D-Bell like his clothes.
And me, I'm just more chill. You know, just a little
calm.
Shirt,
calm. I would agree with that. I think
those are like the two biggest things that like make us different. But I think we're similar in a lot of ways. We both work hard. We both want to go to the league. We both want to get our degrees. He actually graduated. Shout out D-Bell.
He graduated early, too. Yeah, really shout out D-Bell. 3 years.
Shout out D-Bell for that. Shout out our mom for that, too. She pushes us hard. So, you know, I just kind of want to do a lot of things that he did, but like in my own way.
Right. I was the same way with my brother. My brother played at Miami, and like I grew up a Miami fan. So for the longest, I was like, bro, I want to go to Miami. I was the water boy on his high school team. Like I wanted to follow right after my big brother, too. We were a bigger gap than you and Dylan were. My brother's 7, 8 years older than me, so it was a lot different than you and Dylan. But you touched on Texas. And the big debate we always bring in here, especially because, you know, college football, kids are getting recruited from wherever.
Yeah.
Is which state has the best ball. So I always like to throw in my place in there. I throw in the whole DMV because, like, we're so small separately, like, you got to include us. But I'll put us in the back for this one. I'm assuming you're going to say Texas is number one.
Of course.
What is your reasoning for saying Texas is better than Georgia? Because Georgia fans are going to feel some way about that. Florida, California, and I'd probably throw in Ohio and then clearly Texas.
Don't even do that. I just, you know, I'm from Texas, so I just got like that natural, like, I'm going to always root for Texas no matter what. Not the Longhorns, though.
Right.
But I just feel like, you know, I think we got the most players drafted or something like that. And I know
y'all are the size of half the country.
No, I know that they try to use that like Georgia has more players per capita, but to me that doesn't matter. Like you either got the most or you don't have the most. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fair.
It's not.
But per capita is a fair judgment to like
me,
change
that
it.
doesn't matter.
And I don't think Georgia has the best athletes. To be quite honest, I'm a pure Florida guy. Like I'm not from Florida. I have no ties to. Well, my family lives in Florida, but like I think Florida has the best athletes. I think Texas is second.
No.
But I do think per capita, like I don't think you can just blow that out the water. Like y'all are the size of some like whole countries.
I just feel like when you get a player from Texas, like you know what you're getting.
So, like, would you not say the same about Florida? I wouldn't say that about Georgia. Georgia players are all over the place.
I think Texas players are just more refined. You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all been playing football since the womb.
Exactly. So. You might get a Florida player who like he can do all this stuff, but like is he a better football player than a guy from Texas?
That's valid. I mean,
what I would say.
Y'all got them $1 million weight rooms for middle schools and all that foolishness.
Man, none of that matter.
Y'all don't even got a choice. Like, you guys are almost conceived for football. Like,
I just think you get more refined players from Texas.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Better football knowledge, better football players. Like they just know the game better. But like I'll give you the better athletes.
Yeah, Florida. It's not even close.
Crazy.
They got the sand. They got the water. Like they're made to run fast and juke out. So you feel me?
Yeah.
Okay, going back to game one this week, what was your biggest takeaway from this Marshall game? Like, what did you like? You know, we're not going to ask you any negatives because that's giving away secrets. But, like, what did you like that you saw from the team, from yourself? that you're excited for going into, not, we'll say clearly Austin Peay this week, never want to overlook an opponent, but just the season as a whole?
Man, I really like how, like, when someone scored or had a good play, like, how we were all cheering for each other.
I love that. Yeah, that's
one of the things we talked about today, like, that Mudita, you know what I'm saying?
Mudita.
Bringing that, like, camaraderie together when somebody scores, even though we're all competing for playing time, like, we still can cheer for
Those are your brothers,
each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Peanut scored, I'm in the air jumping.
Oh, yeah, that's my
like,
I was
that
so
was
happy.
Crazy. I was really happy for
Me
him.
and Jack were screaming, actually.
Exactly, because, like, we work so hard for plays. We work so hard to get in the game, and then when you score, it's just like, man, like, he's been waiting his whole life to do something like that, especially in Sanford Stadium. Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, that's just something that you just will never forget. So,
again, for fans who don't know, I know there's some words in lingo that, like, we learn inside the locker room or in meetings that they might not know. Mudita is a word our captains learned at one of the retreats. They go up in Tennessee, I believe. And Mudita is basically finding enjoyment in others' success. So Coach Kirby and the team preach it, and the coaches, Coach Kirby and the coaches preach this theme of, like, regardless of me and Micah fighting out for, a running back spot or a special team spot, I can still find joy in Micah doing well because his success doesn't hinder me. I only affect that. So that's a big thing for Coach Kirby is, like, I know they'll show you on tape if Micah scores a touchdown and I'm in the back twiddling my thumbs, like, I got up downs for that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to love up on your boys, you feel me? So, like, that's a big thing they coach. And, like, seeing that this week, I will say for me personally, I'm not on the team this year, but seeing the team the past 3 seasons and then seeing it this week, this is what it felt like my first 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, how much dudes were just happy to be there. The energy on defense, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, from the first play, I was like, oh yeah. I literally told Jack in the end zone we were standing in, I was like, oh, we're back. Yeah. Like, we're good. I was like, if they're running around like this, they're flying, they look aggressive, they look great, like literally like dogs let off a leash. I was like, if they're gonna play like this the whole season, I have no doubts. And then I said it before the episode, 14 for Heisman is real.
Yeah.
I trust in Gun of One, whatever the hell you want to call it. Like, make the shirts, put them on the album. Like, Gunner's sweet.
Yeah, man, Gunner is he's like the total package. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball, heart of a lion.
Yeah.
I'm seeing blood on his pads. He's getting hit hard. He's still getting up the next play.
And then he come off with this super sweet country voice.
Yeah. But
calm as hell.
Don't let that fool you.
Oh, don't let that shit fool you at all. Because he going to run you right over, too.
Exactly. Then I love the little point when he had his first
my God.
That was lit.
He's so sweet. He's so sweet. So was that your favorite moment from the game? That was about to be my next question. And it can be selfish. It can be selfish because it was also your first Georgia game.
It was that, seeing Elias score.
Elias was smooth.
He's my neighbor. And seeing Peanut score. Those are like my
a lot of scores.
3 favorites. Yeah, those are like my 3 favorite plays right there. The point.
My favorite play of the game, probably Zach. Oh, I'm tripping. Terrell had a fumble recovery. Yeah, that's my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Terrell's fumble recovery, I literally lost my voice because of that. Zach, I did also like it. I'm a short guy. So, like, seeing short dudes do well, like, we just naturally always, like, favor each other. Like, when I saw Zach run that shit for 47 yards, I was happy as hell. I was like, man, that's wide receiver 1 for real. Like, that's an NFL receiver. I would truly say, in my opinion, I'm not an NFL scout, but I would truly say between him, Dylan, Noah, Colby, London, like, we can go down the list. I would argue we got 7 to 8 NFL caliber, like, ready receivers. And that's just a freshman. I'm saying NFL ready receivers. Now we got at least 7 to 8. And then when the freshman class coming in, like, don't even get me started.
Exactly.
So it's going to be deep for a while. What are you most curious about heading into the rest of the season for the team? Like, how you think things are going to pan out?
I don't know. I wouldn't really say curious. It's kind of more of like a week-to-week thing that we have.
For sure.
So, like, we're never trying to look over any opponent. So we kind of just, I'm focused on the now. I'm focused on tomorrow, Bloody Tuesday. You know how that get. So,
I'll pray for you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm focused on those things.
My bracket finna go dumb tomorrow.
Yeah, don't want to look ahead. So I'm not really curious about anything. I just want to win the week and then win the day and then win the game. So that's kind of where my focuses are, I would say. So.
Okay, so getting into more national news. Clearly, you had some time to watch the other games. I know after us, the 7:30 game was Clemson LSU. Did you get a chance to watch that?
I watched a little bit of it,
maybe
like a quarter or two. I thought that, like, I don't know if these offenses are bad or the defenses are just really good?
It's early season. Usually the defenses are always ahead of the offense.
Yeah.
So offenses usually catch up as the season goes on.
But yeah, I thought LSU looked good. Clemson looked good. Clemson has a good defense. LSU's defense is way better. Number 4, he was doing really good.
Mansour.
Yeah, Mansour Delane.
I'm not going to get back into our state-by-state debate, but Mansour is from the DMV.
I don't know, but when he was at Vandy, he was getting fried. I think
Mansour wasn't at Vandy?
I mean, when Vandy played Virginia Tech week 1. So
Mansour was All-American, so I don't know when he was getting fried, but sure.
We'll
get away from that.
I think I remember Q dropped a bomb on him, but that's neither here nor there.
It was covered too.
No, it was a man. But the running back, 29, K Durham.
Oh, K Durham.
Dog.
Yeah. He
He's a dog.
don't want me some NCAA games on the air. For sure. 95 speed. I like him.
He got that like frame, that running back frame, like big, strong, small, compact. Dustmeyer did pretty good. I didn't really watch too much of that game.
Okay. Did you get to see? It was going on while you guys were probably warming up, but did you get to see any highlights from the Texas-Ohio State game?
No. I was getting I just kind of got a couple like tidbits of what was happening, but I didn't really get to watch the game. But I do remember when they scored, like it was like literally one of the plays that we do. So I was like, bro, they literally just copy and pasted what we do. Because I think we played Texas, and I think we scored on like that same play, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
so
coordinators all stealing from each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays,
so
yeah.
I don't know. I think both of the quarterbacks looked okay, but I don't know. I didn't get to watch too much of that game.
The big one everybody's gonna ask about is the Alabama game.
I didn't get to watch that game either. But
so what did you watch?
I watched because when I went home from the game, like I think I just went straight to sleep.
I feel that, yeah.
No, I went to Chili's first, and then I went to sleep.
My girl got me into Chili's.
Yeah, triple dipper, really good.
That's what, yeah.
But anyway, the game that I was watching that I was really looking forward to was the Miami
Notre Dame.
Right. I think I watched that entire game.
I watched the whole game
except
as well.
a couple plays.
How did you feel about that one, especially Notre Dame being a former school you played at?
Man. Well, it was crazy because like I know a lot of those guys that are playing, like
for sure,
the safeties, the linebackers, the corners, like most of those guys that are playing like came in my class. So like I was I was rooting for them to win. But, you know, what I saw was that like I don't know why they was running so many screens.
That was like weird.
I don't know.
Confused with that. I don't know if it felt to me as if they almost didn't trust CJ Carr as much. But then it didn't seem like he was playing bad. Like he played poised. Like we saw that first touchdown. He was sitting in the pocket and he just kind of realized like, okay, I don't need to throw this ball out of bounds because there's only 3 people rushing me. And you know, that's a lot of things that some senior quarterbacks can't figure out. So like he seemed really poised, but like all them screens just kind of make it seem like you don't trust your quarterback.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was just like, why we throwing so many screens? I'm yelling at the TV for them.
Right.
You know, because like, why we throwing so many screens? Like, what are we doing? And then another thing, why we not getting J Love involved?
I don't know why J Love only had, because they said 14 touches, which if you, like you said, you watched the game. So 14 touches, if you didn't watch the game, sounds like a fair amount, but it didn't feel like the whole first half he had like 3 touches.
Exactly. I'm just like, bro. And when he did get the ball, I think he jumped over like 3 people.
First of all, yeah, he loves spamming triangle.
Yeah.
And why? Whatever Xbox, PlayStation you play, he loves spamming that hurdle button.
Exactly. Like, I'm just like, bro. And when you see him run, it's just like, bro,
give him the ball. He's a dog. He's
like,
a dog. He's one of the better backs in the country for sure.
Big, strong, fast, can catch the ball too, had him lined up as some receiver. But I'm just like, bro, like, it just looked like he was like, some of the times he got the ball, it just looked like he was about to explode and go for like.
Yeah. The other back looked good too. I don't remember his name.
Jadarian Price.
Yeah, he looked good.
He's a dog too.
No, they got some good backs back there.
They have a really good running back room. But I'm just like, from the screen to not giving J Love the ball to just like the whole game plan, I just feel like you had the whole off season and like that's what you come out with. In my opinion, you know, because CJ Carr is good. Like
CJ Carr, like when they gave him a chance, he produced. He produced for sure.
Exactly. So I'm just like, why not throw the ball down the field? Let's see if he can throw the ball down the field at least.
Right. Because Faison, number 6, right? If I'm not mistaken. Jordan Faison looks really nice.
Yeah, he's
shifty and he's his contact balance is amazing.
Yes.
He was taking hits from 2-3 dudes, still staying up. He's juking out and he's returning. So it was kind of like, man, it looks like you got some weapons. They talked about a receiver from Virginia who was like their jump ball guy. Yeah, and I was like, so they got weapons. I'm like, man, why are they not, utilizing these a little bit?
I don't know. Speaking of Faison, oh my God, we used to go back and forth at practice because like we came in at the same time, and then I remember just going back and forth at practice with him. I think I made him fumble one time, and then he legit stiff-armed me into the ground in front of the whole team. At that point, I was just like, man, that was kind of like my welcome to college moment because I ain't never been stiff-armed like that, especially into the ground. So I was just
my
like,
welcome to college moment. That's a funny thing you brought up. I was actually going to switch to something else, but now that you said that, I'm going to bring mine up. My welcome to college moment, Jalen Carter, my freshman year. I'm not going to say the lineman that's blocking for me. He doesn't play here. He actually ended up transferring out. But let's just say coaches were getting on Jalen for like something small. Jalen the first round pick. He knew he was going to the league. So he came in, he was ready to practice, but maybe he had to mess up the play before. So Coach Scott's getting on him like, man, like you gotta go, and I'm like, please don't rile this dude up. We were doing inside run, same drill we always do, and the guy that was blocking for me, I didn't even have the ball yet. By the time the ball snapped, Jalen Carter had taken him and literally like bowling balls through him into the quarterback mesh. Me and Jackson Muschamp, he graduated now, Coach Muschamp's son. We literally tumbled with his 350-pound self on top of us. My knee hyperextended, and that was my second practice at Georgia.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Like it's not for the weak. Georgia practice ain't for the weak.
Not at all. But yeah, back to the game. Yeah, Faison. I've been knew he was a dog.
Yeah, he's nice.
Like, it didn't make me feel as bad that he did me like that because I seen what he was doing to other people. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not just me.
It's not just me.
Yeah, y'all can't talk about me.
Because you getting fried too. So I was just like, it's going around to everybody. So that kind of made me feel a little bit better about myself.
Okay.
And
we'll finish it out with this one because we're running up on time here. Heisman race. Give me your top three. You don't gotta say an order, but if you were the Heisman committee, who are you giving it right now?
I gotta put my boy Gunner up there.
Gunner for Heisman, 14 for Heisman.
John Mateer. I think he had like 400. And then, I don't know, maybe the Tennessee quarterback.
Aguilar.
Yeah.
He had a good week, 3 touchdowns. I'll go. Gunner's still my number one. I've been sticking with that all season. We're in game 1. I've been sticking with that all past 2 weeks. That's been my guy. Gunner's 1. I'll probably go Lenore's 2. I think Gunner still clearly statistically had a better game, but Lenore's is a freak. That's a big old dude to be running that fast with that accurate of an arm. And then he's got Nick Harbor running 10-10 down the field at 6'5". That's going to be – they're definitely going to make some plays this season. And then at 3, I'm going to take a note out of Jack's book. I'm going to go Carson. Carson had a good week. I was super excited, because the stigma around here, especially with, reports with his season here last year, was that players didn't like him. And that's, for people that don't know, that is completely bullshit. I was Carson's locker neighbor for 2 years. That is a really nice dude. I've seen the stuff in the news, but to his core, Carson's a good dude. So I know back here, dudes were rooting for him to do well. So I was extremely happy to see Carson do well. So I'll probably go Gunner at 1. Got to go the home dog. Gonna go Lenore's at 2. Carson at 3.
Lenore's just kind of a crazy because that first drive I was like, oh yeah, he about to go crazy.
It was all the teams though, you saw glimpses of goodness, but the whole game, really Gunner and Mateer, and then the Tennessee quarterback, you listen, were the only dudes that I would say balled
the entire game.
Everybody else you just kind of saw flashes because then for a little bit, you're right, South Carolina struggled. And Virginia Tech almost had them. Yeah. The Virginia Tech defense was doing really nice against them. The offense just couldn't put up that O-line couldn't handle the South Carolina D-line.
I was watching that game a little bit too, and the thing that came up, special teams. Special teams wins games a lot of the time. I think they returned a punt or something.
That's what won them the game.
Yeah, after that game was over.
All right, Micah, before we wrap up, I want to finish on something positive. Back to, Georgia. That's the host of this show. That's everything we do. What are 3 things you're grateful for that Georgia has given you, whether it's experience, physical, spiritual, mentally, everything?
My teammates, a lot of them make me better every single day, and I make them better. Kirby for just giving me the opportunity.
Shout out Uncle Kirby.
Yeah. I'm really blessed to be on this team. So, like, anything that they need, even though all the time I might not want to do it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it at full speed. And I think everyone knows that I do that, especially the running backs, because, you know, I want all of them to succeed. So when we're in those drills, like, I'm giving it 100%, they're giving it 100%. So, and my brother, I'll say those two.
Yeah,
those
you
two
play with your
things.
brother. You can't beat that.
You can't beat that. So those are the 3 things I'm grateful for.
Well, thank y'all for joining us on Beyond the Hedges. I'd like to thank our guest again.
Micah Bell, UGA running back.
Yep, and I'm your host, Jacob Hardie. Again, shout out to the Rushmore Airbnb for hosting us, and this is Beyond the Hedges, powered by TPL. See you next time, and go Dogs.
Go Dogs.